So how do we find the true potential of a client, right? And we got to be able to do that within a few like minutes, right? We can't take forever to find the potential of a client. What I've done is I've created those steps and I put it on this wiki as a first thing. As soon as you come to the wiki for graduates, you will see how to find the potential of a client. So click on that. You'll immediately be taken to a page where a very simple diagram is put, which will give you a sense of how to actually do this, right? So it's pretty straightforward. The first thing that you do is go to their LinkedIn and then look at their title. What is the title on their page? The title, if the title is not a founder or a sales executive, right? If it is not any one of these two, then simply update their potential as a no job, right? Now, founder is pretty straightforward. It's either the word founder or co-founder, right? There is no other way you can call a founder, right? It's either founder or co-founder. So there is just simply go with that. But a sales executive, he can be called many different ways. So I've created a list of titles here, like VP of Sales, VP of Business Development, VP of Clients, VP of Growth, VP of Customer. So it can be so many different titles like territory, sales, etc., etc. So look out for these things in their title. All right, let's look at if he's a founder. If he's a founder, we do not want to go after every founder. We want to say, is the company that he founded, is it funded or not, right? This one, right? Is the company funded or not? How do we know whether the company is funded or not? It's quite simple, right? I'll just show you how to do that, right? If it is not funded, right? If it is funded, then just assign the potential as 10 jobs. If it is not funded, then what do? You see how many employees work in that company. If it is more than 10 employees, then just give one job. If it is less than 10 employees, assign no job in the potential and keep moving on, right? Similarly, if he's a sales executive, look how big is their company, how many employees work in their company. If it is more than, actually, we've missed one thing. If it is more than 10,000, then 100 jobs. More than 1,000, 10 jobs. More than 100, one job. If it is less than 100 employees, then assign no job to them. Right? So this is the workflow of how you will find the thing, right? So let me just quickly, we did that exercise right now for a bunch of people. So let me just quickly find, those people and, just let's see. So let's look at Leslie. Leslie is a neurobiology PhD student. There is no sales, there is no founder. Immediately we say no job. Sergio is a head of territory operations, right? Which is somewhat of a sales role for a company like Uber, which has 122,000 employees. And if you look at this bottom here, it's also funded in a huge $500 million, right? It doesn't have to be funded because 120,000 automatically, we can. This one obviously, is big, so we can update him as 100 jobs, right? Because this guy is a sales guy and he works for a company with 122,000 employees, so 100 jobs. If you come to the third person, similar kind of a thing, right? Ryan McPherson, a VP of sales, works for a company called Northern Trust, which has more than 25,000 employees. So directly, more than 100 jobs, right? Let's see, if I can find a founder. Let me just quickly search for the word founder so that, let's see if I just want to show you an example, right? Let's say of this person, right? Mahna something, right? Founder of the company called the Discovery Space and Noor Works in London. Okay, that's fine. She's a founder. So immediately, I'm going to look at her company size and her company funding. So I'm going to click on the company. So Noor Works has 3 employees, and in this space, the funding information is missing. So simply founder with less than 10 employees, not funded, so no job, right? Pretty straightforward. Let's look for another founder who might have, got funding. But let's see this other person, Steve, is a founder of a company called thing. So let's go into this company. 7 employees, no funding, so we're not going to, so no job, right? So let's see. I don't know how to find a person who's got funded. Let's look at Edward. Target, the stack is a founder. Go to the stack. Again, 7 employees, no funding. Okay, so I just remember, doing a copy of this. Let me just show you a founder, how it will look, right? So if you go to the LinkedIn page, for example, Cone, right? This is Cone's LinkedIn page. When you go there, you will see a box like this. It says funding via Crunchbase, pre-seed $500,000. This is how you will be able to know whether a company is funded or not. If you see this box, immediately give them the potential of 10 jobs, right? Because we know that if a company, if it is a founder, and if the company is funded, then it is 10 jobs. Hope this workflow makes sense. And once you've found this, all you have to do is come to your thing and update the potential. If you look at it, Khalidi has been updated as 100. Jeffrey has been updated as 100, Gina 100, and these people are 10, 10, 10, and all these potential has been updated. And just to give you a rule of thumb, why do we do this? We do this so that if anybody has a potential to give us 100 jobs, we would go after them, and we will figure out a way to work with them for at least 100 hours. So we will spend 100 hours in order to make Khalidi a client, or Sergio as a client, or Hillary as a client, right? And if for Eric Smith, we'll spend 10 hours. For Beth, and we'll spend 10 hours because she has the potential to give us 10 jobs. With Liu Hana, we'll spend just an hour because she or he has a potential only to give us 1 job. So this particular potential should give you a sense of how many hours you're going to spend on converting this client. So for a person with 100 jobs potential, I don't mind spending 100 hours over a period of 6 months until they convert. What exactly are you supposed to do every single day with a person? We'll come to that later. But right now, all you have to do, go to your HubSpot, get all the people who are connected with you, because it's good to start with people who are already connected, and find their true potential, right? Find all the people. And how do you do that? It's really simple. Go to your LinkedIn, go to your network, right? Go to your connections, right? And these are the people who are connected with you, right? I have 20,000, you might have 2,000 or 200, doesn't matter, right? And I know who's my client. Alison is a client, Nancy is a client, Ananya is a client, Mika is a client, Hansel is a client, right? Anna is a client. So I will assess I will take each one of them and do the research quickly and come back to my contacts and update. Like for example, if I did Ananya's thing, Ananya as a founder. Let's say Ananya as a founder. She founded Guardian Bio. So I'll check quickly the potential of Guardian Bio. There is only 2 employees and it is not funded. So I'll come here. I'll see if I can get Ananya or whatever, right? If I've been hunting her, I'm sure she should be here. Then just choose her and then update the status, right? Let me just quickly say how that is also done so that you know how to do it. Just take any example, right? Let's take somebody, right? Let's take Sadiq's client, this one. Right, let's take this one. Let me check who this person is. Muhammad Ghanam, project management and estimating, right? Where is this guy? Yeah, let me click on him so that I don't forget him. So so this person is a project management estimating. So he's not a VP, he's not a founder. It's so easy. Click, edit, potential, search for potential, and no job. I mean, it literally took me 20 seconds to know whether to go after them or not, isn't it? It's just so easy. Is a founder? No. Sales executive? No. No job. That's it. It's really, really quick. But where would you start? You would always start from your connection. So go through your things, right? let me just try for Anna, right? Anna, the only problem is I don't know whether I'll have all of these people in my record. That's all. Anna. Let me close this. Anna for Barrow. Yeah, Anna for Barrow. Yeah, that's a problem. I might not have these people because when you look at it, all of them will be there, right? So let me look for someone else. I'm sure you know what I'm trying to do, right? So each one of them, all you need to do is check them and then go back to your thing and update their potential. That's pretty much it. All right, guys. I hope this was easy.